Christine Hull, and I'm excited to announce the 10th Arise Summit. The Arise Summits are known for presenting information that will allow you to raise your frequency, and we also explore often the 4 bodies, 4 medicines. So 4 bodies, 4 medicines is an approach I developed after I graduated from Quantum University with my doctorate in natural medicine. From my training, I learned that we really kind of have 4 bodies. So on day 1, we're going to be talking about amazing solutions to raise your physical body frequency. So I'll be leading that day with the introduction of my 4th edition of 10 Ways to Balance Your Brain Chemistry. This book has been a mainstay in rehabs, in journeys through understanding how the body can improve in brain chemistry and what are the counterfeits and how do we find some real solutions. We're also going to learn from life coaches and masters of weight loss. You're going to learn how to move through fear to live fully present. You're going to hear from a yoga instructor that has combined journaling and yoga to elevate your life. You're also going to hear from one of my favorite integrative nutritional health masters of the field. Heidi Stimson is a professional in her understanding of how to create a functional solution for the body. And a lot of that includes gut health. I'm sure a lot of you heard of that. And we're going to finish the day with Shelley Jo Wallstrom telling us about amino acids and how they could be your missing link in resolving both brain chemistry and other issues that affect mood and energy and well-being. On day 2, we're going to start into the vital body. So the vital body includes chakras, auric field, and energy meridians. Tamara Lang's going to start the day talking about a Christian approach to energy medicine. Then we're going to hear from Don Norton, who's going to teach us a little bit about how the meridians are part of decreasing stress and improving your lifestyle. Lisa Bailey is going to explore ancestral healing on a cellular level. And Shark Peck is coming in. He is a physical therapist with true vibrational healing. Now, we hear about vibration a lot of times as kind of a metaphor or a symbolic way of healing. He uses literal vibration to resolve pain. And that can not just be physical pain, it can also be emotional pain. Kathy Truman is going to teach us about auric personalities. So depending on the color of your auric field will determine kind of some interesting things about personality. And this is really good for parents also who think they may have a crystal or an indigo child. And then Samuel Knickerbocker is going to talk to us about the vital energy of money and have us look at our relationship with that. What are our emotional stuff around it? And to look at how we can raise the vitality of our relationship with money. Day 3, Annie Vanderwerf is going to lead us with the true raise your frequency model. She's going to explore a little bit about how we've structured the frequency model as a frequency school. She's going to tell you more about that and how that one thing can change your life. Nelaida Cardinale is going to follow Annie with some discussion on the mind, body, and money connection. So this is our day where we're talking about the mental body. The mental body we can use our mind to our benefit or our demise, can't we? So as we learn more about how the mind affects the body and money connection, you'll learn how you can use your mind to your benefit more. Richard Haynes is going to teach us about freeing our mind from guilt. So one of the emotions that tends to pull on the mind is guilt, along with others, but it's interesting how guilt is so pervasive and can catch the best of us and stop us in our tracks. So learn how to free yourself on not just a conscious, but an unconscious level. You're also going to hear from our community, A Million at One. And we have found that some simple things, really simple things, are some of the biggest answers. One of those is intention. And the power of intention to create a harmonized, unified potential, whether that's in your own mind whether that's in your family relationships or in the community, even globally, is so powerful. We're also going to hear from Tara Lynn Carpenter, who's going to teach us about reconnection through our personal sanctuary. If you are scattered, if you experience chaos in your environment, your mind will struggle to do things like meditate, to get organized. And being able to create an environment for mental peace is powerful. Cherie Burton is going to complete our day 3, talking about the power of holistic solutions for depression. Depression, especially in the fall and going into the winter, can really stall what we are meant to be doing. And I love her approach to the holistic and the sensory modalities of relieving us from that burden and the grayness of depression. On day 4, we culminate all of this with the quantum body. So physical, vital, mental, quantum. The quantum body is like the umbrella. When you get the quantum body involved, you can have a trickle-down effect that impacts all the other bodies, that can actually reach the physical and create a miraculous change. Vinnie Tolman is going to start us off. Vinnie Tolman is a survivor of a record-long near death. It was a death experience. He was dead for 45 minutes. He'll tell a little bit about his story. Many of you have heard his story before. So he's going to take us even further into what happened after he died and what he learned in this title, Quantum Builders of the Universe. So something fun is that a book is being launched in November called Being at Zero. This book is kind of the culmination of a summit, like an Arise Summit that happened in 2022. And there's several chapters in there, including Vinnie's chapter about his near-death experience, where it opens up this quantum potential. So what's interesting is that when I found the right cover for this book, I didn't know what Vinnie knew. And that is that I was picturing a nebula, something that he will tell us more about as he speaks that day, and the power of this cosmic building, this cosmic creation that is part of our little blip, if you want to call it that, lifetime, and the real quantum picture of why are we here, what are we doing, and what's really important. As we go from there, we're going to do a little discussion, a panel talking about what is the real difference between the vital body and the quantum body. There's a lot of kind of merging of those two things in the world of healing. And we're going to kind of distinguish so that as you sort through this in your own healing process, you can see where a vital body solution may be more appropriate and where a quantum body solution or medicine might be what you really are looking for. So speaking of quantum body solutions, next up will be Cindy Toon and accompanied by Tamara Lang talking about bioscalar. That includes EES, technology, as well as other quantum technology to support a quantum shift that reaches all the way to the physical level. Then we're going to hear from Carrie Skrdla. So Carrie is a powerhouse. She's a lady boss leader, and she's going to talk to us about the journey beyond consciousness. When we have people listen to Carrie, she shifts the room. She's had such a powerful life, starting with being in utero during the marches of the Martin Luther King rallies, to meeting Marianne Williamson as a videographer during her events, and stepping away from even a potential vice president position in a division of Disney to live a true and authentic life. So when Carrie talks about the journey beyond consciousness, she knows things, and I'm excited to see what it is she's going to share. We're also going to hear about things like biofeedback, things like the quantum nature of simple solutions. And we're going to finish up with a little fun story that ties in with this book, Being at Zero, as my husband Todd Hull and I talk about the journey as a couple to finding that consciousness, to freeing ourselves from everything from addictions to depression to ego. and what that looks like to strengthen a bond and a commitment to a real and authentic lifestyle. So as we share these things with you, our goal and our intention with this summit is to elevate you where you're at, to draw you to something that you may not have heard of, to open a door that will lead you to something that was necessary or relief to your soul. And what we hope to do with this as well is to expose you to a wide range of possibilities of solutions. For every one problem, there are hundreds of solutions. Isn't that fun to think? And so rather than get bogged down in where to go and what to do, the trick is a lot of times to just use your own knowing, to feel your way, and to just take steps, and move to that next thing. And we hope that you'll find some of those next things with us and that you'll join us as ongoing potential students or members of our community, and that we'll be able to connect in a way that is up-leveling for you and the people you care about. See you soon at Integrate, where we're talking about integrating the physical, the vital, the mental, and the quantum aspects of who we are and the healing journey that we're on.